it's already 4 years since the first game came out, and that does seem like a long time. There's really one key thing which drove us in taking our time, and that was our ambition and the level of technology that we'd got for the game. Pretty early in pre-production, we've got some lofty plans for where we knew we needed to take this game, the direction that we needed to head in, and how we could just take the experience to a whole new level. But actually at our time, some of our technology was lagging behind. Things like the true feel handling system. These things take time, for us to get that work put in and really just fine tune and hone it. So we've taken our time more than anything to let that technology come up to where we want it to be. So yeah, I mean, when the game comes out, nearly 5 years since the first game, but absolutely worth it in my mind, so we can give the best possible racing experience. There's a whole host of new things which we're looking to introduce in, and a lot of those are based around some of the technological advances that we've been able to make. Obviously, if you go and look at the game, it looks fantastic. I mean, we've got a whole new lighting system in the game which just beds everything together a lot better. We haven't got that situation where it looks like you've got a track and a showroom car which is just planted in there. Everything gels. But the other really crucial and important part of the experience is what we've done with the handling. We've developed what we call the true feel handling system. It's all about getting the character and the feel of those cars. Making sure there's depth in the way that they handle, but at the same time they're having that degree of accessibility. They play the way that you'd expect powerful, aspirational sports cars to drive. And it's a massive step, a massive leap forwards for us in terms of our racing experience. The feeling of understanding what the car's doing is what true feel is all about. It's the one aspect which I guess we've worked on harder and longer than any other element of the game, just tuning and honing our physics system. And the reality is, a lot of it is based around the speed at which we can run our simulation. It's so important that you can capture every single centimetre of the track surface, every bump, every nuance. A lot of games don't do this. They're only sampling every few metres. You just don't get that level of feedback by not running the physics at a hugely fast rate. And we go to a huge amount of detail researching these locations and actually trying to find real parts of the road network which are going to make for great racing experiences. So take any of our city locations and you can absolutely drive around it and recognise the architecture, recognise the buildings. Actually, a really great anecdote that I like to pull out actually is from the first game. We had San Francisco in that game, which was a really popular track. I was lucky enough to go out to San Fran shortly after that game launched, and one of the things I did, I had a free day. I actually walked the circuit that we'd modelled in the game, and it was all there, it was all real, it was all intact. So yeah, pretty cool. See, we're trying to put a lot of new stuff in this game. We want new experiences for the players. So whilst we're not talking about all of the content that we've got, a very, very large proportion of the game and the content is all new to give people a fresh experience. Yeah, there's a couple of classics which we couldn't leave out because they were so popular in the first game, but yeah, by and large it's fresh.